You will be eliminated tonight. Yes, tonight is the moment when you will be eliminated. You have only a few minutes remaining. So if you wish to grasp the full truth about this elimination, you must focus completely on my words. My child, I am telling you there will be an elimination tonight, but not the elimination of your existence, but the elimination from a circumstance in your life that has held you trapped in the same spot for far too long. Yes, my child, I am removing from you tonight the burden that has shackled your feet and hindered your progress. I am eliminating from you the darkness that murmured failure in your ear and convinced you there was no path ahead. I am severing the pattern that kept recurring in your life like an endless loop without escape. Tonight is a night of elimination, but also a night of fresh beginnings. For what I remove so that you may ascend. And what I eliminate so that you may progress. You have prayed for liberation and believed I was unresponsive, but I was orchestrating this instant. I was setting up this elimination in my ideal timing, because I observed how long you had persisted, how long you had struggled, how many times you believed rescue had arrived, only for the load to come back stronger. But tonight, my child, tonight the load will not come back. Tonight, the shackle will not be reformed. Tonight, the prison will be shattered into fragments that cannot be reassembled. Tonight is the night when the adversaries hold over that aspect of your life is eliminated once and for all. You wonder, Lord, why tonight? Why not sooner? My response is straightforward. I required you to realize that you could not rescue yourself, so that when I intervene, you will recognize it is my power and not your ability. I required you to deplete your own insight, your own endeavor, your own striving, so that you would be prepared to depend entirely on me. You have now arrived at that point. That is why tonight is designated. That is what is real. Do not view elimination as deprivation. 4. I do not remove from my children without reason. Every elimination is a liberation, a discarding of what cannot support. The next phase I am authoring. Some of the things I eliminate may appear like gifts to your sight, but I perceive how they have quietly exhausted you. Some of the individuals I eliminate from your group may seem faithful, but I see the traps concealed in their intentions. Some of the aspirations I eliminate from your soul may feel like visions fading, but I know they would have ruined you had they been realized. Trust me, my child. Trust that the elimination is affection. Trust that the elimination is safeguarding. Trust that the elimination is safeguarding. Trust that the elimination is preparation. Do not dread the quiet that may ensue this night, for quiet after a tempest is not desertion. It is tranquility. Do not dread the void. You may sense, for void is the room I form for new abundance. Do not dread the tears that may arrive, for those tears will nourish the soil for the yield that ensues. Tonight, I eliminate the postponements that ridiculed you. I eliminate the disgrace that kept you lowering your gaze when I urged you to raise it. I eliminate the sounds that declared you are insufficient, that you are undeserving, that you are overlooked. My child, you are not overlooked. You are selected. You are not undeserving. You are cherished within eternal love. You are not disregarded. I have inscribed your name on the palms of my hands, and I have supported you even when you believed you were isolated. This elimination will not only impact you, it will spread into every area of your life. The entrances that were locked will unlock. The routes that were concealed will emerge. The vigor you believed you had forfeited will surge like flames in your core. You will sense the heaviness of years rise. In a single evening, you will awaken tomorrow and recognize that something unseen but irrefutable has changed. People near you may not comprehend, but you will know because the serenity you have yearned for will rest on you like a cloak, and the delight you thought you could never experience again will return like a dawn ending the longest darkness. Yes, my child, I am eliminating terror from you tonight. The terror that paralyzed you when chances arose. The terror that persuaded you to accept less than I destined. The terror that murmured that every positive thing would conclude in letdown. I am eliminating it. Terror has occupied a seat in your heart for too long, but I am overthrowing it tonight. Love is assuming its position. My flawless love expels terror, and my flawless love is inundating you even now. I am eliminating bewilderment. You believed you were adrift, circling endlessly, never certain of the next move. But the mist is clearing. Tonight, you will perceive with sharpness what I want you to perceive. You will understand the course I am directing you toward. No longer will you pursue illusions that vanish as you near. I am synchronizing your sight with my perspective, your hearing with my call, your movements with my trail. I am eliminating remorse, the errors of your history, the sorrows you bear like rocks in your breast, the disgrace you replay in private. I am eliminating them. Did I not declare that if you admit I am loyal and righteous to pardon? Did I not vow to recall your transgressions no more? Why then do you keep bearing what I have already hurled into the depths of the ocean? Tonight I eliminate remorse, because your tomorrow cannot be constructed on the ruins of your judgment. Tonight you will inhale freely again, knowing that whom I liberate is liberated. Indeed, I am eliminating the concealed foes. Not every foe yells against you. Some grin and accompany you, but conceal jealousy and spite in their hearts. I have observed what you cannot observe. I have overheard discussions you were never intended to hear. I have seen treacheries plotted in secrecy, but tonight I eliminate the plots of the concealed foe. I thwart their schemes. I disband their partnerships. I disperse their aims like vapor in the breeze. Those who excavate a hole for you will tumble into it themselves. Those who set a trap for you will be ensnared in their own device. Do not battle them in your power. I battle for you. I am eliminating patterns. Patterns of nearly, but not quite. Patterns of beginning robust, but never completing. Patterns of entrances opening, but closing abruptly at the brink of advancement. These patterns cease tonight. I am shattering the cycle that kept rotating you back to the same location. You will not circle anymore. You will advance forward stride by stride into purpose. I am eliminating illness from your form, anguish from your thoughts, oppression from your spirit. You have wept out in privacy. How much longer, Lord? I listen to you every instance. Tonight is the pivot. Tonight, the dart of suffering snaps. Tonight, the hex concludes. Tonight, my restoration streams not only to your body but to the profoundest injuries you never mentioned. I am eliminating scarcity of spirit, scarcity of optimism, scarcity of belief. You believed your vessel would always be half vacant, but I am filling it to brim. You believed the stream of your joy had evaporated, but I am uncovering new fountains in your wasteland. You believed your belief was too feeble to persist, but I am infusing fresh anointing, fresh blaze, fresh vitality into you. You will no longer exist as though you are pleading for remnants at the banquet. You will sit as a child at my table, My child, heed attentively. Tonight's elimination is not a penalty. It is a promotion. You are transitioning from one phase into another. You are departing from what cannot join you where I am leading you. Like a horticulturist, I trim what does not produce fruit, not because I reject the limb, but because I want the plant to thrive. Like a purifier, I melt away the impurities, not because I despise the ore, but because I cherish the gold. What I eliminate because I seek your completeness. Do not grasp what I am eliminating. Do not weep over portals that shut. Do not grip firmly to what I am loosening from your grasp. Surrender it, my child. Surrender it with faith. For if you release what I extract, your hands will be open to accept what I bestow. But if you hold on, you will postpone what I am dispatching. Do not postpone. Tonight is the night. Tonight is designated in eternity as the night of elimination, the night of emancipation, the night of triumph. I convey this to you so that when tomorrow arrives and the change becomes evident, you will not claim it was chance. You will not claim it was fortune. You will not claim it was your labor. You will know it was me. You will declare that the Lord spoke and the Lord performed and the Lord accomplished his promise. And that declaration will fortify others. For your narrative is not solely for you. Many will witness your freedom and trust that I can free them too. Many will learn of your elimination and aspire that their bonds can shatter as well. My child, you inquire why I do not always elevate you from circumstances right away. Why I sometimes permit you to stay in a realm of conflict, in a realm of postponement, in a realm of anticipation that feels intolerable. You ponder why the hand that divided oceans does not always divide your hardship immediately. Why the voice that soothes tempests does not always quiet your tempest. The instant it starts to rage, you have pleaded, Lord, you are capable. Why do you wait? Why do you wait? Why do you postpone? And I, your father, respond to you tonight. I wait because there is intent in my schedule. I postpone not because I have overlooked, not because I am helpless, not because I delight in your suffering, but because I know what you do. Not yet know. I view the conclusion from the start, and I gauge every period with accuracy. If I always extracted you out at the initial hint of difficulty, you would never acquire the resilience that develops in strain. You would never know the stamina that is crafted in blaze. You would never uncover the profundity of your belief, for belief is not disclosed in comfort, but in ordeal. My child, I am more concerned with your development than in your ease. I am more concerned with your eternal measure of splendor than in your momentary respite. For what is unease? For an instant compared to the magnificence I am forming inside you? Consider Joseph, my cherished servant. Did I not grant him visions of eminence when he was still a youth? Yet did I achieve them immediately? No. I permitted him to be traded, to be deceived, to be confined wrongly. I could have rescued him from the abyss when his siblings cast him in. I could have prevented Potiphar's wife from fabricating. I could have felled the warden and freed him, but I waited because there was a requirement Joseph needed to master: modesty, perseverance, and management in concealed spots, so that when he stood in Pharaoh's court, he would not crumble under the load of fate. If I had rescued him prematurely, he would have ascended without foundations, and a tree without foundations cannot endure in the gale. Examine also Israel in Egypt. My power was strong enough to shatter Pharaoh's clutch in one evening. Yet I permitted my people to linger there for eras. Why? because the completeness of time had not yet arrived. Their lament needed to ascend to the skies in harmony. Pharaoh's wrongdoing needed to be full for verdict. The Red Sea needed to be readied as the arena of rescue. I postponed not because I was oblivious to their sorrows, but because I was coordinating history, coordinating countries, coordinating hearts so that their emancipation would not be a minor occurrence, but a witness that echoes through infinity. Do you perceive, my child? I postpone until there is requirement. I wait until the platform is prepared. I do not squander hardship. I convert it. I do not disregard tears. I collect them. I do not dismiss prayers. I assemble them as fragrance until the container is full. And when the container tilts, the reply arrives in might. Did I not permit the opponent to afflict him? Could I not have halted it at the initial blow? Yes, I could. But I permitted the trial to proceed because Job's belief needed to be confirmed authentic, because the witness of his persistence would bolster generations. And ultimately, I reinstated him twice for all he forfeited. If I had rescued him at the first instant, there would have been no disclosure of steadfastness, no exhibition of unshakable reliance, no proof to the foe that belief persists even in blaze. And David, the one I named a man after my essence, was he not consecrated as ruler? While still a herdsman lad, yet he did not occupy the throne right away. Instead, I permitted him to be pursued by Saul, to dwell in caverns, to starve and thirst, to sense abandoned. Why? Because I was molding him in the wilds, instructing him reliance on me, shaping him into the monarch he was consecrated to become. If I had positioned him on the throne promptly, he would not have possessed the hymns, the supplications, the closeness with me that the wilds generated. My postponement was not refusal. It was readiness. My child, comprehend this. Requirement dictates my involvement. I intervene when the completeness of time has arrived. I intervene when the teaching has been absorbed. I intervene when the container has been shaped. I intervene when the witness will have utmost effect. I intervene when rescue will not simply elevate you but alter you. Do not scorn the anticipation. It is the cradle of wonders. Sometimes I restrain because your petition is too minor compared to what I aim to provide. You request me to unlock a portal, but I wait because I plan to construct you a dwelling. You request me to extract a spike, but I wait because I plan to grant you flight. You request me for evasion, but I wait because I plan to grant you dominion over the very element that attempted to demolish you. My postponement is not absence of affection. It is overflow of affection. It is affection that declines to grant you less than your fate.